trying to lose some weight. I don't know. But that was relatively Soma's playthrough of that chapter. Now that we got Tailcoat, which is basically his casual clothes. What? When did I get that? Okay, I got one of the best pieces of armor in the game, but I don't know how I got that. I'm gonna have to look back into the recording to see where I got that drop from. It was a very good drop. Normally, my other account, which I've beaten all the chapters. I've beaten hard mode. I didn't have that for a while, so I don't know what that is. But we have olives here now that we can use to restore MP. But if we go to equip this, it'll replace our potions, and our potions will go back into our inventory. So it's not that useful. Still don't have any boot weapons, so I'm gonna go sell that pendant. I'm actually gonna sell a lot of items right now, like the olives. Oh, we have a fashion as well? What? How am I getting all these good... I don't know where I'm getting these good drops from. But, okay, so we'll just get rid of the steel helm, cloth tunic, tailcoat. The gym clothes would boost our attack, but because we're using the samurai plate right now instead of gym clothes, it will lower our defense by a lot, and it'll even lower our intelligence, which I prefer to have more intelligence as a Soma, so that's not going to happen. Then we can sell this pendant as well. Now, I like the fashion. We can't really afford most of the other weapons right now because they're relatively poor. But as you can see, Soma has access to firearms, which he has 2 pistols that he can unlock and a rocket launcher. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's actually not that ridiculous. Let's see. I want to get some boots, but I don't really want to waste my money buying boots, so I'm probably not going to. I already have 25 defense. That is ridiculous. Just started the game. We got 25 defense. That's really good. That'll be it for Soma. Who should we do next? I'll do Johnathan now to show the whip, but I want to change his color.
I'm ready.
To this Johnathan. Alright, so let's start this chapter again. The other good thing about doing this, the way I'm doing it, and replaying the chapter with different characters, is so I can get the collection done, and also save up money to buy better things. It is noted, however, that if you have the DLC, it's probably easier to to farm. Oh, my throat is really sore. It's easier to farm on chapter 10 for money because you just get money a lot. Like in the very beginning of the level, you pretty much get like 3,000 gold in the first beginning of the level. So as we see with Johnathan, all we can pretty much do is the whip, which if we hold down, we can use to spin it around, which it does less damage while it's like this. But it's basically used to protect us from projectiles, or once we get to a high enough stats, we can actually use to kill smaller enemies that will try to swarm us. And our B move, we have the knife, which as you level it up, when it becomes evolved, see the whip is used for killing bats. When it becomes evolved, you'll throw an additional knife each time it evolves. So it's kind of most skills follow the basic principle, and that's oh, my throat is being very irritating right now. The basic principle is as it evolves, it tends to just make it easier to hit things with. And as you can see, flying enemies are able to go behind the wall where your weapons cannot hit them, which is kind of annoying. I do need to go this way because there is an axe. And as you can see, Johnathan hits pretty hard with his whip. We're already one-hitting these skeletons, and we weren't able to one-hit with Soma or Charlotte. And as you saw, I found an axe. Whenever you find a power weapon that you find, if it's like, cause the thing is different, if you find a scroll, you find a scroll or a sub weapon, that's what it's called. If you find a scroll or a sub weapon, then it'll play a different sound than if you found a soul or a spell. Alright, as you can see, we're hitting relatively hard with Johnathan, but once we start leveling up our things more, then we'll hit even harder. Spamming this and doing no damage. As you can see, enemies ignore physics. Their weapons go through walls, but our weapons don't. So, this game is unfair towards the player. For the most part. It is also noted that if you want the really good stuff, you're gonna have to farm a lot. Running through the whole chapter and beating the boss a lot to unlock the good stuff. The rare boss drop stuff that you get from each chapter. And not only that, to actually get the good things, you tend to have to run them on hard, which is, well, hard compared to normal mode. As you can see, Johnathan has the ability to jump kick as well, and I'm just using it to spam the bow and kill her to death. Even though using the whip would be faster, but just again showing that you can easily kill enemies with just the jump kick. There's actually an achievement which I'm going to do on the boss in this run, which is to, I believe, jump kick 50 times without stopping. It'll be easy. It'll be easy. So I did it on my first run on this, my actual first run on this game, accidentally, not even knowing it was an achievement to do that. I know I can't get up there without hitting these fans. So we must go the same way. As you can see, I'm using the whip to hit the fleaman that's up there as well when he gets in range, but he's not in range for me to hit him. So I'm just gonna go up there and kill the bastard. I have no clue how I'm going to split these videos up. I already know they're gonna be unorganized. This is great. But after this, we only have 2 more characters to show, so hey, it's like another half an hour. Or more even. Oh my god, I want to get the drop that's over there, because it might give us more defensive items. Ooh, that reminds me, I should have equipped stuff to Johnathan. I forgot to do that. So it's a blue chest. Normally that would contain holy water, but it tends to just give you garbage things if it's not holy water. But it's still better than brown chests. See, Jonathan's really good for hitting annoying, very weak enemies and just hitting hard in general. You see, our knife went up to level 2, which is probably why we started doing a bit more damage with our whip. What? No. Okay. I'm guessing that it's from the DLC, but the DLC gives you the best stuff. Or maybe, you know, he should be starting with these type of things. But these are the best things. Hold on. Up B should be Bible. Down B should be cross. Over B should be holy water, and I'll leave that to be knife for now. Oh, I need the defensive items as well. But I don't remember starting out with any of this when I played this game. I remember getting this stuff in like chapter 6, not chapter 1. We have boots now, so that's good. And then potions. I'll show off our new sub-weapon that we have. We have the Bible. It's probably the most useful sub-weapon that he has. For the thing is, the Bible, the holy water, the cross, and I believe there's one other sub-weapon he gets. They do holy damage, which tends to do more damage to every enemy but one. Or like, you know, just a few enemies. And it does decent damage, and it has a good attack pattern, and it against the big boss, you can probably hit him a lot with one Bible. Then we have the cross, which if you have enough room, it'll come back until it hits a wall or goes, can I do it right here? Or goes a certain, or until it gets back to you. However, if you choose not to be there, yeah, it goes, as you saw, it started to fade, so it does have a distance it can go before wearing out. Then we have the holy water, which just you throw a glass of holy water and it just goes across the ground. Oh my god, why is my throat hurting so much? Probably because I'm talking relatively fast paced for this amount of time. So, holy water, he dodged it because he's a douche, and you're just being mean. I'll just cross you. And if you can have it land on the enemy, you can see that it hit him twice before it came back. And holy weapons use a lot of magic power, so they're not that easy to spam.
Do your worst.
But they do relatively good MP. Nothing will do too much MP drain except for... Oh, and as you can see, shields and walls will automatically stop things like crosses and axes for the first one if it breaks the shield. If it doesn't break the shield, then you'll have to waste another one to break the shield, which is why shield. Why it says guard whenever you actually attack it with a weapon is because it's blocking it with the shield. Ugh. Anyways, die. Bible. Face the power of religion! Ow, why am I hitting these spikes? Oh, I hit another skeleton with his own bow. And as you can see, that flying enemy is one of the only enemies that is not weak to holy weapons. And it's in fact resistant to holy weapons. There's only like 3 characters that are resistant to holy weapons, 3 enemies that are resistant to holy weapons. So holy weapons are probably your best attribute to use, which I forgot to get into before doing Johnathan, but it doesn't matter anymore. And you can see their shield does not block holy water. So holy water is probably one of the better weapons to use against axe knights. So as we can see, we're about to reach the boss again, and we actually did much faster with Johnathan because we were killing things a lot faster. As you can see, the Bible hits him for a good 4 times. If I put it in the right spot... no, 4 times is pretty much the only amount of time. Is he already going to... No, okay, he's lunging. And in most boss rooms, they'll close off the doors after you get in there, but it's probably because it's the first chapter and they're going to allow you to get out. Ooh, I don't want to do that. As you can see, the cross is really good for this boss, just for the fact that he's a really long target. So your cross is going to be able to hit him a lot before it even comes back. See? Doing 13 damage a hit. A lot of damage. Oh, are you gonna walk at me now? Yeah, he's walking at me now. Whoa! Want my loot? No point using the Bible on you because you're resistant to holy. Gym clothes. See, as you can see, gold chests tend to have things that can be found in green, purple, and purple chests, as well as their own loot table. And each boss has a different loot table, both on normal difficulty and hard difficulty. Which is why farming is a really, really big thing you have to do in this game. Which can be annoying because it gets really repetitive after a while. I mean, look at this playthrough showing off these characters. It's probably getting really repetitive right now. But it's just informative. Killing those bone pillars in 2 hits. Alright, so if we if we wanted to, we could actually, instead of risking ourselves, we